Solution Hour every Sunday, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. on Gaspora TV. The man on the seat, Chairman Bonsafu Bewa. Solution Hour, solutions to every problem.
Sawa kwantuom na wakoduru fie na wonya baabi na eya pa me kanfo ni Valve Guest House amount eye Kumase Kwadaso Estate near Christ Apostolic University and Kwadaso Market womo jacuzzi papa bi omo swimming pool a obetimi adwodwo ho ni Valve Guest House se wonya ahoho bi na opa baabi papa nso amomada efo ne light adundum de menwene ho kora omo solar 24/7 a eye adwuma na air condition so etwagu afa kora de ni Valve dia betwam edemu stronko owo pap bi a wo bia na wo wura ho no a wo be fili très bien se wo pe DSTV ahwe ni Valve wo projector kese abodan enti wo ni problem kra se wo pe bibia nom ana se wo pe bibia de emutuo de wo woni hu problem kra Rani Valve bo wura ho na bibia wo nsabeka ni Valve Guest House na wura mu a emu afeyie tutromi kai enkoda ba bia se ni Valve na security ne so de eye tight me kanfo ni Valve Guest House amount fra wo mo ewo ahomatrofo yi so 0547819823 ana se 026392
Atiefo ne hefo ye mo bibiara kwa aba Gaspora TV ene sene monim no na sene last 2 weeks minimum atiefo ne hefo am ho Gaspora ye ne mo kan ye no se ene topic a ye de eba to epon so is Ghana a failed state a question and a yebisa ti the Ghana you free after independence no. We are not going to talk about MPP and as NDC no. If free after independence bepim there among panin for aba from Kwame Nkrumah bepim seneno we bruni nyina ye postmortem ye hwe o man no and ye o man no so nyina gu fom ye hunu se ye koyanim and as ye koyachi and as a dear no man no dear ko baby a free baby a bedru no it's up to you yeah assessment ye hunu say you see the ye dru no say ye do say ye koyanim ye de papa mu and an boni mu ye dim say ye ka ye de dosho na so no medru baby a investment is no MPP for buy no so mo so yibi ye no so after huge investment o mo aye ene e ka ye de ene o man no se ni mu ase aye din amanfo complaining ni ade no does it worth and I say it doesn't worth it ni nyina na ye behwe ni nyina na na tese ye de ato apaso na ye hunu de o se ye ni ye hunu se ampa o man ni se ni de aduru no ye koye ni na ye koye chi ana say medical akana is if we have we failed or not nti no nene ye bedi ho enkomo nti no e bread bamu say ye pese obi bamu am say ye beka na afie de ahomatrofo no ato screen no so na afie no wa pese obamu no so wa frɛ na wo so wa bamu na nyina ye di nkomo e ye Ghana ho nkomo na ye bedie enya interview nkomo na ye bedie o man no ye nyina ye man e koyi a ye koyi ma ye nyina anye yesu a ye no so ye nyina ye jejirije nti no before say about no somebody ka say about no next week e beto aba ewo Gaspora TV na ya hwe next week topic na ye de be ba no instead of 2 weeks ye be next week say na be ya about no ye beto ye de ansana wo mu ato no Ghana nti next week about na ye beto no ye be ba amanfo abam na communicators aba abeka de ntira ye ntoma MPP na NDC ana say Sheda ana say Alan ana say whoever ye ba obaka de ntira ye ntoma onipa no na fe ya votu enso ewo online so ma yehunu at least Gaspora I mean followers so yehunu do win ye ene de evolution ye nyina ye be no next week na me ya do ma nti menu ano mo ene ado for mo tie me ye twa ho aba na de dwumedie ni aba hyehyɛ so say it Ghana te o ma no ya feli ana say ye feli is Ghana a failed state brofo no eno no ni twi na ma kyerɛ no mu no say ma ba no tofa say o ma no ye koye nim ana say ye bayati ana so man no ye di nkugu ana say ye di nkunim according to the ye do no ye sikasem ya ho kyerɛ mu ye bibia mu no de ye kɔ no ye de Fred Tronson ye ni nyina ya bobo ho na ya hwe o man no de akufo ado ne MPP ye de ya bedro ye no ho nkomo ana ye bedie me ya bedi dumadue ho kyerɛ me ye frɛ me kyɛma bo safo bawu a ana me ne menu ya na ebedi nkomo ha ye Joe Savage oh yeah international freelance journalist no so Belgium I watch a lot of articles. I'll be now articles, most of them know more than Ghana. yɛne no ɛbɛdi nkɔmmɔ na yɛababa nneɛma mu no nso no deɛ onim ɛfa saa topic yi ho no ɔno nso wabiebie mu na nyinaa yɛwie a afei no biribi a wonte ase question bi anaasɛ yɛ bi ahomatefoɔ no to mu sɛne yɛyɛ no no a na woto so no biribi a ɔso contribution a wopɛ sɛ wode bɛka ho na wode aka ho sɛ so biribi na wopɛ sɛ wobisa ne akyerɛ mu a na wɔbisa ne akyerɛ mu ɛnyɛ debate ɛyɛ nkɔmmɔ Ghana ho nkɔmmɔ na yɛbɛdie bɛdi kanka sɛ Ghana na yɛbɛyɛ no postmortem yɛbɛyi ne nso no agu hɔ no yɛahurehwɛm na yɛahunu nneɛma a yɛhunu sɛ ɔman no baabi a ɛde akɔduro no yiyɛ de papa mu anaa ne bɔne mu yɛkɔ ne sɛe ɛno ɛna yɛka ho asɛm nti me nua yɛtwa ho bɛti mmienu pɛ yɛaba ne yɛde dwumadie no ahyehyɛ so okay atiefoɔ ɛne ahwɛfoɔ yɛaba bio ha ɛyɛ Gaspora TV sɛnea mɛka no yɛ mede dwumadie ho kyia me mede chama bosafo bawo a mene taga beat ɛne crew ɛna ne yɛwɔ ha sɛnea yɛbua anim no nea me ayɛ adom am sɛ bɛyɛ na ɔtwe mmienu ɛne na kakra na Ghana abatoɔ no na ebo na abedu nti yɛno ho nkɔmmɔ ɛna yɛdie Ghana ho nkɔmmɔ ɛna yɛdie abɛpem sɛ next week nso so no yɛbɛsan akɔ so na yɛahunu yɛato yɛne topic no ɛne sɛ deɛ nti na wɔsɛ yɛvotu ma asomasi anaasɛ ɔbɛnten ewie a na nso no so wakyerɛ mu na afei yɛato aba no nso so next week na at least the following week na yɛ abatoɔ no die no nso so no wobɛtumi anya online Gaspora TV bɛhyɛ biribiara live nti wo a wotie yɛ na wohwɛ yɛ nso so no na woto so watumi afollow yɛ na wahunu deɛ ɛkɔ so wɔ Ghana biara no ɛbɛma no nyinaa update live ama mo nyinaa moahunu na aburokyerɛfoɔ yɛso yɛhunu deɛ ɛkɔ soɔ ɛdɛ sɛnea medical aka no mene me nua a ɔwɔ ha mensa nifa so ɛyɛ freelance journalist sɛnea maka no ɛyɛ Mr. Joel Savage ɛna na mene no ɛbɛtwetwe nkɔmmɔ no ɔpɛni akɔ aba na ɔte dɛn
meda wase pii meda wase dɛ I invite me about one program you do meda ɔho no so a wo bibia Belgium bibia wo hwe bia meda ho na ase dɛ ɔho so wenya time wa betena ho na wo tey sesia no dam discussion ni or a very sensitive topic osande se enya ye Ghana fo isantinyo fantinyo inkrenyo ausenyo enya ye Ghana fo but because of different opinion ti aya sometimes no oma nyama otidam kasa oye zin kakra but at the same time no enyina we are on common ground na yahwe how yebehwe na yahwe na nyama ayeye ama yenkro osende yedo yenkro bebe obia dachi enya yebesan yakofe bio we from Joel Savage me started journalism my friend about 35 years ago na mature my daily graphic Ghanaian Times Weekly Spectator no in the Mirror as a freelance journalist and son and yankopon na do baha na me baha so mature many papers including diplomatic aspect newspaper of Brussels Belgium ha in a mature ma Ghana web in a mature say so mature ma modern Ghana into topic or other mo opinion na me share into obeyam dada on so was one opinion baba na wahwe enyina mesi yezbobom na yaka na nyama ye ama yenko
utinye dasi sɛdeɛ tiefoɔ mu ate no ɔnom sɛ ne nkɔmmɔ no yɛmienu na yɛbɛdi mene Mr. Joel Savage ɛna ɛde yɛbɛdi nkɔmmɔ no yɛbɛbiebie nneɛma so na yɛadaletu nneɛma no yɛhunu ɔman no deɛ ɛkɔ baabi ɛdi firi yɛ na meka sɛ we are starting from after independence no yɛbɛpem nnɛ deɛ yɛhunu deɛ akɔ and especially sɛsɛ deɛ yɛwɔ mu yi yɛsan bɛto aba sɛ yɛma NPP ato asoɔ sɛ yɛyi wɔ mu afiri hɔ yɛn nyinaa no yɛbɛdi ho nkɔmmɔ na amfa de kyerɛ no to asoɔ deɛ nkɔmmɔ no bɛduro no ɛna ɛbɛma wa nso wahunu sɛ wɔ sɛ yɛma NPP to aso anaasɛ ɛne sɛ yɛma ɔmu to asoɔ ne nyinaa no ɛka ho sɛ sɛ ne nyinaa no ɔman no ɛka nkɔ sɛ na ɛbɛyɛ ɔman no bɛkɔ n'anim ɛna yɛdwene ho yɛne ho nkɔmmɔ ɛna yɛbɛdi ɛyɛ Ghana ho nkɔmmɔ ne NPP ho nkɔmmɔ ɛne NDC ho nkɔmmɔ nti no sɛ biribi kɔ na say we MPP ni we NDC ni especially say the America no ye ka abasubo ana say bibi LBB ene beba complain bi ana bibi ne beba ye beka e de ama MPP because omu de tia ben no e bia me ka say ye bobo ni yedusu a reserve player ye nkoblemu no ye mom ye blemu wo mu boy ye sasa mojan ye penalty e o say no na ama ye lusu ana say ye ono a coach ni tum no ko we ni saka coach ni manobo but obi a wotenchen de a wa mbobo no bi de ya na normally no wonya victims a itino say ka bibi yes itia MPP a enya wadwen say ye gensi MPP ana say ye be propaganda bi ABC aka bibi against MPP ntini yetia no nemo MPP na wa ban mu to wa ban mu no wona Ghana sika ne Ghana bibia ye de ama wo se je na fa ye kwa animu wo ban MPP ba no se ne no mu bonto ano wo so obeye abeji yan afri enko asumu ana Muhammad ye na mu no nti we were expecting better eni eto aba no ma MPP nti say no ye to ma MPP no Ghana aye better and I say aye worse. This is the whole thing. Ghana aye better and I say aye worse. And what will be the future? You say you better about no so no be fufu until what the future no so dey na the beba. Ni nyina na be di ho enkomo. Am so pani e di kan da ne din adi a kire de woye ene ade. Then coming to the topic. Am say opani am say be di kan ma akwa ba. Na the make click can say let's start from somewhere. Let's start from the economy. Say Ghana no say ni no. Ghana ni bi esu. The economy no say emu ayeden. Na menka amane nyem say ye che program say ye time nti no be still amema opening na bo video ba kuminu bi and sound afi ya sound back to the studio. Na ye the program no aje so say ye time nti no say ye ntimi amo videos no be still e boy yen say ye ne de bia na opening be bo video ba kuminu bi ama yen say ne be ya at least e be motivate yen na enkomo na otumi ayede na obi a wutie na asa wo hwe yen no so no ama wo so watumi akabi nti no producer ba video ba kuminu bi no ensu
Ghana ni enti enkomo no maka cho say half some figures enti yen enkomo no gu ho sa na wonte ase ya no wa challenge ni the documents na ma no wa kenkan me say Mahama Port Wadiama MPS for 35 years. Sika Mahama J Yama Ghana $7 billion. I didn't know from Mahama, not didn't know from 70% share. Pot, baby, and Norma by Efano. Or Toma MPS $7 billion. Now, and Crawford so movie ya no more imagine so on budget to a pot. Revenue be free port aba no mo behwe no afi MPS for kwatra ho just 1 year sika omunya ye eto omutwa ye $750 million. Says Karanka Ghana and come go to the UK. Ye nya ho hwe ye nya ho kapre omugigi sika ne we ya no pram omde koye na obi atimi the 1 year tax nko a wotwa ye $750 million. Now we turn at $7 billion money panel for 35 years. Na adwene wo tumi papa Mahama. Tian kuma na me no no. Sa Ghana forecast sa ton no one ton pot no be 70 to 75% e dey ama MPS for 35 years no. So ye kase ye cancel side no e bon enti ye twam a ye betua $21 billion. First and figures e ye djuma. Sika wa my Ghana betua no aye $21 billion. Mahama ni suba no.
And I don't know can you say.
Enti Mahama de kakase na abeto my Ghana pampam. Was so ho kire e no de agya Ghana fo ansana wo fira konwa ne so.
Yeah, can be true.
Na won kan okran kire NDC fo no e na NDC fo no ebi so parking kan enti omu misa ne so papa na denti a wugya sa ho kire wi eto Ghana fo so.
Yeah, what the band e bi ni pensa.
Na one ton port na we for 35 years. Is up here for 35 years. Odiama obi o won te Ghana, won free Ghana, won yan sika no asesa bram, no de kwa bruchire. Otua ne to wa bruchire for 35 years no. Ghana be dia survive. Ghana ye be dia survive. Me was one see industry bia wa ha. One see factory bia wa Ghana. Ya fuma gudi ya wa gold, cocoa, manganese, bauxite, oil, want me add value to it. want me a de value bia to sa no ma we sa ye de bi be kwa ama no ne entitam bi depende e won no me fra abruchiri ba
Jenia kasa.
enu na ma dollar ne bo etimi kosoro
Jenia kasa.
because no man no ko fa anya cedi na ade be ko o de dollar ne be ko nipa no te pot won so a ya ye pot wo ye Ghana ne atiemi ya ye pot ni ekra no ma fra abruchiri ba enka se ba fom no Muhammad ya mo bi 35 years
Etumpan.
aje 7 billion Ghana cedis e de agu ne botu $7 billion e de agu ne botum efra kunya so ko etu koduru ho wi a nipa no de opɛ e na de be tuti so charger wo pɛ na de be tuti so
Etumpan.
anu na ama no mama ye den se Ghana fo hu sa no kore we ya minyi ni se Ghana ni be ka so ko ne kama koto aba e de ama the former president John Dramani Mahama Ghana ni atie nkomo no maka to se half past and figure.
Okay. So me summarize papa nsema o ka no be meeting no na ya boba akon so aka ho wi a de dwumadie no ato so se ne wo ka no port ya de bi a am se Ghana ye niam bebre se ne me no mienu ye nim no ye kra enti ne port ho nsem no ya na ho nsem bebrebe na MPP ni NDC no ya na kontompo ne niam no doso who knows se de wo kan ntwato so anase ya asem papa esie wo mu ankasa jejereje we ba no obeka ne nsem bebrebe propaganda no we tro ba no obema no propaganda na nam so na ma ya to aba eti asomasi na obo no so ba it coming oba no so aba ye west ana de to so bio mentia se se ye to aba wie na se 7 January ye be to aba na in between the 2 weeks and I say 1 week interval no a mampani no anate sa government di be free so no yetimi master space no ma abana walus no etimi assign contract yes niema bi ya hwe emoyen but still yet ho sa se nipa no truth sa mampani ko for trans so the same thing we free so no sa in between now who say we be free so no and o ma friends business o ma pardon ene sa niema bebrebi o ye niema bebrebi o no office wo kunti no de obeba no emfa no ho so no wa create niema bi ama de obeba na say ama niema is difficult ama obana obampani na na say abana eba no emoyen the same thing tin ye ka constitution as the constitution no ya niema ache e wo say yetimi review constitution no ye sesa niema de bi ho emoyen ye te ho ne ye hwesa we are still expecting so man be yi the ban say abede ayi say no kre say ne wo ka say mahamaton sa de no ade no 1 ton no lusu wie ya sa no obesa sa contract no there's a Muhammad ye die ni aye hwem mampani foforo so e de aba e the same thing no abedi yen no man no how do we expect say man na e be yi enye yi ne sa na tie de ne e be ko west sa na make we will be slaves in our own country because you pay change and ade lu ikoso aye hwe say e be ka ho asem no me na me nkoka ne nka say me NDC ni me na me nkoka ne me nka say MPP ni me na me nka say me nkoka and ade be die mo me ne ye te ho ne ye hwe asoman until near the behununi, we are going to see west and west and west as times goes on. So yeah, society near ma any may complain and ever cautious west and west every day. Me can't go question. I'm saying my second video.
And also Yemwame. 3 city 27 pesos.
So 3 city 27 pesos.
Times
27.
Times 4.5.
4.5.
Emma was say
14 cd 7 pesos.
Enti 1 liter ekufuado ne board ne chenwe. O si me nka no ntuma da ma dwane free NPP na me boxer pant mpo ne ka wa me nko. Me mpa bo aka wonjidi ai. Me to wei 3 cd 27 pesos. Ma sha wutie me.
Bitiopa.
3 cd 27 pesos wei and 9 ne fa Emma 14 cd 715 pesos me boa. Enesa.
They no correct.
Ne way there's some bottle that na me can be do. Way baku.
I hope say you are not referring to
No me can say even John.
What's the way I say more to bottle?
I say sha tietia. Well when na we so so. And na we bo fu che we. Safe de what the ntia me can say na say.
It's your mama time na
Way 14 Ghana cedis. Wait.
And then they
Wait, 14 cedi 92 pesos. Wait. What's in Madjane? mbacha onye driver for ya kan asem re dru de da meyi wa no menye hunfo we nu na osi me ma me nkasa okro mu emu ade ya ye nyina TMPP okatache enne won se ne wunu ya bo ne din na po entu a sha ase a wo hihye suit adai say na ma sha we na wo she
em so bodam
we na wo she me nu mbieru we na ye she
o mu di remram na mi remram
oh nana wunu ya na energy minister o entu wo say ya boni di ntimi ya santini ehwa na ese driver no friend na mi yi na no me ya kwabri ni me si kwa ku say ofira so no maso kwabri east me ma me ya komadani offensive north tie kromieru no mbaja wa
Ethiopia
dia na nya santini eni ntimi ko do filling station me say o okatachi enuane na po wo na ye running mate madam fu ni okatachi me kasa angel so timumufu we ma me ade ma adwen ye oman na ye chichire no this is the time ye nyina ye nka no kre ye nwie ho okatachi ye hwa de bi ka ye de ye aduma sa enkitinkiti ya ye de bi ye taxi okuru we mu
uba yi ni ade
aha ube je di say na Honda Lentra 2011 model last year ya they turn 25,000 says only nebo
last year near 35,000
and there now omani aji work campaign ye take am ku for the doctor mambo abuya yaji work campaign who did you any aji and I was once en kwara bro who say ya do why say
ya mama warning am ka sam chiro wo mo musuro okrom ha no musuro
na maga suro min ka se suro me
etu ba betra manim ham ne commandant of the airways
na min ka se min ka se suro me
ye mam ka sam chiro wo wura ne ma
min ka se suro me na mom on say obi sem kwara agro a do aye na nim sei
eye hwan ya
se wutitu ani achi na musa so asem kwara agro
efo muso me
entina na wo hwa ha efri akomadan bankra ha and 170 Ghana cedis
170
yes ufri enkran koboko 300 cedis 335 cedis it depend on brand na ofro no it will re na ofri boko na wonkra ha obaboko ha hu krom boko anu se min tra ho ma min ka ho asaba de a madwena frem bibi na kronu de wa min tram minya kromfo ubusa yes dollar cedi rate eno kwa na share mu bia bufu ya bobo economic management team di na me di ka o solid team no ka o enti wantimi anya dollar yie na wo ton wei le bo ade nche wei wo se me ntenam adai a me yasantini me MPP ni pepepe na no na me ka che madam for post bi
that is who am efo ne
na me ka che madam for post bi say ena de wo da police vehicle mo Ghana na etua ya be meka wo testing message na enche kura wo be wie wo service no sa wo be ro watade na me bo wo ro wie asatam kura no abo akokura na wo be to we 200 Ghana cedis o na wo be timase wo dum say anopa bi o frame ka je me say asem na me kan na fe no o timase na dey ye dey kwai
evo
no so ye mwa me 3 cedi 27 pesos
so 3 cedi 27 pesos
okay I'm sorry for now for I'm sorry you tie videos no me no nyina the opening so e kan so no ya de ayidi hu adanse ye tene da bia wo Ghana sesi eniema aye quadruple eniema eboa aye dene after let's say 2019 no ba na de just aye terrible ye na MPP for no enso so e ka se aye coronavirus na kofa wenum nyina ba ye na dodo na so e ka se coronavirus na e ba ye no so nya Ghana nko na kan no e kan ba nyina nti yentimi mfa nya yastic en ka se chinchina coronavirus na ama economy no akosa nti no in short no aho kira se obi a complain say wo Ghana no it's more than we were expecting then him say to about change of government ama yenya better Ghana and so me feel say up to now we compare there and say your West Ghana whether we like it or not that is the state Ghana you woman she say compared to Muhammad time no now it's West and we voted for change say for a better but now it's not better it's worse because how chene niam bi aye koso Ghana no really even though there's free SHS but free SHS no it's not enough free SHS wo ho enso nipa ntimi nto aduane ni obi ntimi mo na yira na ni kura ko makwa ka obi so how chire ba Ghana nyene yɛmfa ahokyerɛ ɛhɔ na ɛbobie ne hɔ owia so ɔpa ahokyerɛ ahokyerɛ a yɛmpɛnti ne yɛkyɛnge yɛsesa aban sɛsi ahokyerɛ a abɛnti na obi sɛ ɔpɛ change because ofii sɛ obɛnya better option deɛ a why not or option deɛ a ɔbɛkɔ for change oni option deɛ a no oni option no ɔtim 4 years no so yɛ no the MPP yɛ biara no obiara kana no atum ɛhwɛ because yɛni option na option no na aba sɛ on the 7th January no 7 December no sorry yɛnkɔto aba no nti nɛ ɛwɔ sɛ yɛfiifi mu no yɛhwi bobom no yɛhunu sɛ yɛma MPP atoa so anaasɛ yɛsesa wɔ mu so ne yɛpɛ change nso a are we going for NDC or we are going for somebody neutral ne nyinaa wɔ Ghana for ho sɛdeɛ meka ne da bia sɛ ɛne yɛte aburokyie ne deɛ more or less obi anim sɛ yɛnto aba yɛka yɛnsɛm deɛ yɛhunu ne experience a yɛbɛhunu no ɛne nneɛma a yɛbɛhunu ane ma yɛasɛm wɔ a yɛka bie but yɛnto aba ne bi na mo a moto aba no ɛna monhwɛ na montie yɛn na momfa ntoto mo nneɛma ho yɛnkɛsɛm a yɛka yɛde yɛahu yɛ sɛ ɔkɔ dwa mmienu a na ɛhunu deɛ ɛba yɛtena Ghana yɛtena aburokyire yɛhunu difference wɔ mu no yɛte ha yɛhunu ne kyerɛ na deɛ yɛka ne sɛ adɛn na nneɛma bi hɔ a yɛ so simple sɛ yɛdɔ yɛ man a yɛbɛtumi yɛ ne yɛhwɛ ahyehyɛ yɛ man ne yɛso yɛdeɛ yɛ ne no every day by day ɛkɔ west adɛn yɛnkɔ yɛ nipa bɛn yɛmpanimfoɔ no deɛ nkoa na ɔmo hwehwɛ wode ma MPP a ɛwɔ no sɛ ne yɛsitiɛ wode ma NDC so a yɛwɔ no nso sɛ ne yɛsitiɛ so where are we going ɛman no nso no 80% anaasɛ 90% no MPP NDC ɔmo nyinaa so afeeli yɛn and that is what today we are going to talk about. Is Ghana a failed state? And you know, young common so. Opening him say, back to you, back to the studio. Said the year coming in and say Omodi Kaka. Yes, starting from the economy. The economy of Ghana. Now, how do you say it? From before up to now, the Abidruno and then the economy, the Abidruno, send a uhuno. Efa.
Dawasi. First of all, there be said there Abbas being a failed state. Then you ever discuss about whether Ghana state we failed or unfairly. Okay, to that American or there yes time Mahama Wadon Inyama Oti Ina Akufado so obey Inyama Waye because I'm make there or catch a Ghana for there. Mahama or incompetent.
No great.
In the oil corrupt.
Yeah, no great.
Na wabaya Ghana ye ma onwan kasa wonya beji. Asam kra mi free dan yi de ba omia kede wabaya Ghana the Dubai of Africa.
Yeah.
Akufado oye so bold po okeche Ghana for there. Samu bana mi fela mumpamami. Okay. Okay. But along the line, there, se leader bia company bia se nyama onko ye leader no wo blame no.
Yeah.
Wo blame employers no. Ma if leader no ejuma orbo to form on nkofo anasefo no wo hwe na wa ye ejuma moti Akufado obey why on you interested to build Ghana the promise now to the promise now of the ma Ghana for no. Okay, about 2 promises or not so many promises, but I will pick only 2. Also to fight against illegal mining and to fight against corruption. Before you see there, I will protect the public's purse.
Yes, correct.
Okay. Belgium highway. What any minister be no way the state sika. Oboko prison. America Oboko prison. And also Obo resign. Africa the onko prison. Wanyin baka government no we rule the country no. It is a well say obi a fight corruption no on mahwan. To obi wiadzi na ontum on punish na if you there no was na bazna obeye the same thing also obu to state no enti oma corruption no beye so pervasive dem kofo no wie sika but the whole thing that Ghana why had that say fight against corruption all years in papa because Woba accuse you there a NDC ni ana a MPP ni. But what other one you free there? Say NPP ana NDC po so why previously corrupter. New government now will promise to fight corruption. Or there will follow one pledging. Mama also on fight one kind of NDC here in the NC they be one mandam because they be try me show as the Macadam as me feedback in a hoba. What shall I hoba or to but I hope I don't phone no I hope you punch you with the dado. Na other woman there okay. Corruption would do time bia in or there will increase in number of ports. Now what I feel the whole gap of corruption into we inflate products no tariffs no into a man confirm to me fa as in country no in a confirm so on to import in yama in from back country into a man activities no port activities businesses nina in owu go down na a man from to there or go down a closer they will attack you. Ghana media na order wo bo here no was silence so on nyina muntu me kada akofo ado mo nska no me huta mo nska but I know how effective Ghana media is and it came to a time or today ma onya we but during the time of Muhammad Moa nyamayen oh wo man nature de man ko apa ya mo oda do wan atasi because on nanyo yeza international we kunu hu da do because abra Ghana oye good wo bom ha me chira dam we sit down we Captain Smart na say sia we hu there sana ada we ye nyina sana oboa na so stampia o conference there no so oye bontia mahama ma orepecho nkofu pi wo pa mahama ncho but echo no enfosu bi anyu ho okay ente e wo there say wa bechira na say etkun the economy no ya sometimes you know Erika manfuntasi nti no onto ma last year mokra Ghana no mpere man kasa muko investigate nti first thing mokoli at the port of Takoradi Harbor mo hobby investigation na ebika chem there ship you know obodoki 2 days ago wa friend Grande Angola could you believe ship away fiabuchiwa ba cars all the bay or yet 3 cars mo publish article you'll be able to find on Google. Grand Angola docked in Ghana with 3 vehicles. Me mami will mean to be that. Ship away free abuchua about the 3 cars only show how serious the economy of Ghana has been. Very serious. Na 3 cars no ohona owners no tracing one am mabu ko no unicano. I'm telling you taxes are what to do. It or can pay 200 euros, more 4,000 euros for his Toyota Corolla. Abasama. This is too much. Corona tax, Corona even taxes so many. Yenke there Akufado or Kade Oba Baba be reduced taxes because Mahamani taxation is too much. But Obenmo Oba pile up. Okay, on intention. But anyway, to them American. In maybe or America or the mission ye because I'm off back there. Mo support NPP, me support NDC, but on them. I mean, I have more 24 years no. Saying yada would send uncle vote a more buta and Chamu voted that. But we know woman buta and Tinta Moko boat into political party Wagana don't hear Mukra. Mundom party bia or mo vote am a party bia or into say accuse me them NDC in crowd from I mean what I know is I have to fight for everybody to live a higher way in maybe or why create in such a way there our poor man ebezizi our poor man ebutuma jilo na da tiawo danka dia talker only Africa dam so showa na work a catch on the dam na nyame all say on ya no one boyfu okay one thing what's saying economy no or the fight against illegal mining the biggest failure even though Akufo-Addo promised Ghanaians that he's going to fight against illegal mining but it turned out that he is behind illegal mining. Obi baka chairman there. Is it the one there? Okay, I'm assuming the way I'm assuming Yamazi. First of all, Abra illegal mining say Ghana now will accuse Bernard Enchubusiako, known as Wuntumino. As a president, no, Ghana population were accusing there. Ono in our say in Ukraine with illegal mining. Our president will be used. Is it then defend the man and want to make on how? Your president, you are not called for that. That means he is receiving money of support from Wuntumi's illegal mining. That is why he quickly came out to defend him. This is my opinion. You can accept it or not. I won't force anybody. Okay. Illegal mining, why is so serious there? Say, European Union will boycott Ghana cocoa. Only thing young cocoa purchasing power and waba phone. Until cocoa board is struggling. But when we are media be a employer, they don't write about the true fact. Magana fu there. This is what is going on. Next, a try that better, then you become public enemy number one. This is what is happening in Ghana. Asofu wontumu wankasa, Christian kasi wontumu wankasa. Obia so akufado. Woso ne ikrosu se ekro ni population will show one president. Only ye da. Another thing. Akufado or appointee new relative Kanoforiata as finance minister. That was the first article I wrote that echo Google. You will never see such an appointment. Because such appointment, it never progresses a nation. Obama nation will be full. One task, we'll try to fine. Name, you know, corruption, no 5 years. Nessa, I will employ or appoint your relative as finance minister. When you do the corruption, it will be easy. It will facilitate corruption. Obey the catalyst. It will speed up the reaction. And see exactly on so many finances whereby but the whole thing is there. So because they gain something. Motu Mama, another example. The collapsing of the 8 financial institutions were Ghana. We are appointing Kanoforiata. That's the first thing to do. Sign a ninano or other watch order the Yenim Ejapadie to collapse the banking institution so that Kanoforiata's data bank will enjoy the monopoly. In the Yenimo, a change a Japan bookie obey exposing who son watch on in your room. But the bank needs 9 billion Ghana cedis to survive, and they use 25 billion to dissolve it. Oh, Abasemi. Into some Mercadama, all your major de Mukro, Wabayadam, Nyada Michiri NPP, in the most support NDC. No, why Yadam? Dam bank institution. On what dissolving on only the initial problem on my economy started there all for only initial because every country bank is one of the biggest pillars supporting it. A watcher Belgium about before na one friend Belfius one friend Desia Bank collapse in a bit no Belfius when dissolving. That was only one bank, Until just imagine if you were a Ghanaian and 8 banking institutions have been collapsed. How do you think your country will be? But they will tell you coronavirus. They will tell you Russia-Ukraine war. But let me tell you something. Let's assume it is coronavirus. How many people know coronavirus in Ghana? Okay. How many people know coronavirus abrochi ina onye nkro a so stra won economy ni ye chingana Belgium won dua cocoa ehwe cocoa tree ani nya ha but why a chocolate wa mo when sketch ni bibia Ghana ye dua cocoa so ye bre another thing so coronavirus wa ho yen kro World Bank so many institutions were Ghana sika World Bank mekede o Ghana $430 million MPP government kede were Ghana $100 million until the World Bank director nankasa bell say momo 430 into 330 no wahi okay ite maybe or young chrono why and in such a way that it belongs to only a few people.
Yeah.
But a domino kasankasano wabebre so ever fight for against so ever fight against corruption that's set good example. How many MPP politicians were involved in corruption uja winyina Belgium ha wana na obotum government we hu adapo we hu there or the $100 million order to nufia wejan no but Ghana or odama awun yada mabonizin enti ayankasa enyama ya ahwe no se ya the compare Bahama time ina walankasa me nkama sam walankasa juno Mahamo oya azepapa na oya azebon ana akufado oya papa na akufado waibo and to me no akufado wamba president nche Ghana yakofa. That's my opinion.
Okay, na say no so na okate akufado wamba president ka Ghana yakofa. Say Mahama so na there were also challenges. Corruption now no so no corruption so na say Mahama time to na yakoso pa. You know, if you say Akufo-Addo ba no abaye corruption no abaye better. And a man medical kind, and my try say they changes. Here changes because I'm no so buy Obaka and send your kind and say, or protect the public purse. To be protect the public purse, the not just say it's a war against corruption. There's Obama corruption now perform.
That's P.
You know, you know, they can't why Akufo-Addo massive vote, you know, because you know, say, it's like a free SHS in Korea. Akufo-Addo in the last election, no, 2012 no kawan lusu because nobody can so very free SHS and so Ghana for no because near him say Muhammad the na ekono ekoya to the west say after the corruption scandals no na ye too much it Ghanaians no they were fed up with Muhammad and the government and ma ye to ma Akufo-Addo massively because near him say one thing am I to man send America can say to come and fight against corruption. You know, by into corruption, no so say you who up to the 8 years Akufo-Addo bekoi you who say fight against what fairly completely. Send what fairly a friend say fight against how to illegal money, no. The same thing of fairly against corruption completely. Now I mean can am I question am say wow Wakabi. I'm say Wakabi say wo bibika I will consider
corruption yaza or bibia or Europe or America all the developed countries corruption or only thing I hand what predator what trying or fighting until they come up with modern technologies how to payment this one but still our experience but Africa daminyamano mana enso kakanka yeba into mutu mekade Africa oye corruption so Africa but meka bibi Mahamas or ya corrupt crapa or John Ghana for him share on or yes so many development throughout the nation or developing Ashanti region the stronghold of the MPP Orco that he left only a debt of 200 billion. or just so many projects uncompleted. Okay, Akufo-Addo is in power for 8 years. Ghana outstanding debt now is 763 billion. He can't account for it. About this can you unto my explain. Akufo-Addo when see Obubu Nkofo one hospital also obesi modern 1 year. He Otutu Form also basic cathedral 58 million wadan swimming pool. Enti se edwun wa ehu there no. Edwun kra corruption wo NDC krapa. Wodwe nyipa wo ma nyipa o feed the Ghana fu wo ma NDC ma Ghana fu o feed the we nyipa. But them abani no. If you apology for want to more farm Ghana. Want to look Bahumia or promise Mama only 3 promises. Share Agenda 111. Ebubu Hospital, Lateshi Nungwa Hospital. Nese Busiama one to me, sir. It's then 111 hospitals. Ghana for Mpocho Minimdo when you answer. I have Mama wants this one. 1 district, 1 factory over here, 1 village, 1 dam over here. Ninya 1 year. Maham Baumia on my promises are all the promises on menu. The easiest to build toilets we into. Into saying to Chester Ghana for Obia one all these pledges we into nasa toilet in support into ma. Also then also obesi abadi airport and now bibi wa Cape Coast. And they say oh yeah no we vote man. Hey abofo I will cast and be there if you want to see the lack of knowledge of Africans write it in the book. The mass no oyam yewa mede o feed ya no oyam yewa the mekada no discrimination. Why do they have to say this? If you want to know the intelligence of a black man, write it in the book. Or Africans you read. But a tree don't know. There's a certain element of truth in it. Only when two months toilet is then a vote man as president. Ghana for woman yaza abafo so wo mu dan nso yin such a freche ebe
oya semo memo video bi wa ha memo audio bi wa ha na ye
makasa se ni wa pai because a very did attempt am I say best about Dr. Bomia Santos was breaking 8 no. It will be an insult. That is an extension of Nana Akufo-Addo. Me would the way I sing Kasa no, but I am the air course no as Nana Akufo-Addo failure some of Dr. Bomia so met was failing near Guswani or Sorianopa. Hey, me the meet me Sorianopa, ne be a me make him sao. There be anything Nana Akufo-Addo me person betwaso. Go papa na yanka se defending no na ye man ne ba wa ku yani ma asenti ye ma Dr. Baumia why a failure. He's part of the failure. Ye man into aso. Them as usual one in the wasika into the next to lead. But amanyu semu no ebeye sebi edidi atam say mubema after Nana Akufo-Addo abon man ya tuma ye ho tre ye brain the next 5 years sama Dr. Baumia or ka ho no ensa meto aso in the name of next to lead. That would be an insult to the people. As an answer Ghana for sebi ye nim de ya na Ghana ye nia bro Ghana nye obi adiawo ye nia bro ye mo obi a medada idiem ye mo obi a medada idiem mi busa Dr. Baumia so no ka do bepe de no bepe edie be what device for the 8 years ni wa ban boy aguse ya na ye nenam ne ye twe bo wa mia wa no ye de to bebre atoto so ka che se to mo ntwa to mo de mo ba betete enne to mo mia ma de ekoso nyina wa mia wa no enne wa ye din ma be ka se odi nyame se mi ko oni se ye fu enti oni se Ghana fo pe nyame se ma ye fu enti oni se ye fu enti oni be fe nyame sem so ni aka se o suro nyankopon na asofo no mpanyifo madam ma muntie mi mo ka ho e na ye bre mo ka ho hwe me kasa wo ye mu me kire youth ade me kire university for ade emabru no hie omo no mu di nkomo a enyoma omo ka no omo ye frustrated
mebru no hye no mu kasa wo hye ma koma ma o ye frustrated just o mu hu do mu nye oni bi ne papa kwasika 150 Ghana cedis unim nyo mo ya nse no ma survive e mebru no nim de o mu ya nse no ma survive and the national service for 3 months January afini etu omuka January afina January diaba ye be di Easter after back 3 months January afina wo be tu omuka una de ba kwa ba betum obi aye adwuma yi na ye tua ne ka na kofo edaso ne nam ho obi awie ne ye tua teachers for omuka de kwa say newly recruited teachers aye do mo ye be tu omukra kra ya asem ni nyina wa mia no say ye na Evradinya, Niansa Maukai, 1 meawa no, president, president, Eddie, 1 meawa no. Now you are also the Abba Fenyanko so with God, all things are possible. With God, then Yancy A, and Baumia, or the Yankopon, Opua. Young mamma, how can you be a champ gunner for your to be him? Sabi, and Ade. When you say you're the friend of some swat, you're Bejiatum. Now who said Nakufa what failure mine? Obina and Cancho. And the cement is over 100 Ghana cities. Are they? Cement 100 Ghana cities. Mobiam Yamano. Cement 100 Ghana cities. Who say Yansama next to lead why? Who say the lead DB? Dr. Bomiami Busa no call for me next to lead, you know. Who want buy your cement 100 Ghana cities? Yama can say lead. Only did it. Akokade. As a betwaso. Please don't insult us. Ghana for any break. Me do ya na kasano. Emi time say what kuma ye bre. Pe Kenya sa sem ya tie. Dia wo pa ne say wo do be sa to aso. Wo be to aso be eden. And now bosume so na unya usika. Be hwe multimedia de bia pressure de so. Because bosume so ne etua ka bia. Sika na wa ye usika kwa unya bindi. And na buso bi o ye adwuma. Kan bia ye fro. Hey, 100, 50, 200, say, and I'm a school fee. And one we are doing because of a momo ponya Dr. Baumia and then the president high. Then at the end of the day, now we're making sure say, so we are here. So what me fix the economy, mini problem, me message from one campaign. Say, I didn't economy. What you mean to say, do can me patch on no matter campaign, what is next to lead? What are we talking about? Are we serious? Because of the
ati for ya hefo say ya tibia ya be kind say ya ma say ya bana ya be ka bibi ana say ya be support to NDC no na mbom say na bidi ka kan no MPP na wa ba mu nti mu na ya assess mu na ya hunu de modi ye free ye de modi abedro for 8 years no na ya de ebu hu akonta hunu say 8 years na mobile no the papa ne bone egu mu no especially boya papa yenka yes aboni ewu mu ti die hunu ye afi se entwa yi no ye no na mi se ye beka ho asem ye no bi ho asem dem se ye ka ne ha no ti se o te ho na wutie na ye MPP supporter na se we ye MPP organizer na se we ye MPP follower hunu se ya metena se ye betwa MPP abo ana se ye beka bibia gesi MPP ntini ye te ha da bi de momu no abana amuwo mu no ene ma ye fi se ne ye expect from ho abo ntumi amana anye se ne ye peno no yana na wose kan yo kwanse ye kan asaganean amsa de okasa ye ya mutie ne audio yi na dwantoa from Ishra FM na o kasa no o se o de yaw na ye kasa say we are all disappointed in MPP, that is for sure. But send American medical can say yen to abani bi ye de Kenya yen to abani bi e wom se mahama ba ye no sisi no na pobo a obo wontimi ma policy bia che say ye convincing, but at least ye hwede ye kono so a it's up to me no say ye ma no wo muntu aso se ne pani ni kan ye ma wo muntu aso ba mu ya san to aso mfa ye nko henfa no sa de akobio ye yedri henfa no sa de akobio se ne opani ba ko video e boy no o say a liter of fuel, that's your ton 14, that can in a gallon, which is 5 liters, no, that's 14 Ghana. So see in 1 liter, 14 Ghana. Got to answer by also can cement work. Cement was about 20 cities, 30 cities I Mahama time. She say you do 100, you come 100 crown economy. Come back to the city rate another, and she say the Andrew. There's a money call West times 3 times 4. Now to us, the say I don't know where we are heading to. Inti me de men ka de to obama no, but is say obanya sabo ye bu no be yen kana sam it's up to you. Say obedi say your man no say send your opinion di kan no ha no say one you onum say Ghana is a failed state. The yaka nyina no te say enya Mahama anase nya Akufo Adonko but from there to Mahama to hwan ba ni nyina no to the end time now say yaka ni say no the conclusion no na Akufo Addo time na say no ye conclude for 17th December no say be na to aso anase be na si form nti no 7 December no say be na to aso anase be na si form no na ama say no ama topic no ha center on Akufo Addo ene na ban. So, ejino ne yehunu sese no de aduro no is a failed state. Oma no benefo no e de ahwemo. It is up to me no to think and think further. Nya ye kasa kire ye nua no mo ewo fie mbeto aba no ane yehunu se mo e be ka kire wo mu. Say because Ghana for na omoti ho no monim say ampa say ye ne ye betra abruchiri na ye say ukodwa menu ana yehunu de eba. Ya tra Ghana ye betra abruchiri yehunu de ntira yehunu sunsunu ye wo mu ane yehunu say no. Si yeti ho na ye ne afura ye ba ya ne ehunu se no abrofo no so omu onipa omu so ye nipa omu wona amienu nsamienu se ye ne ne ma bi ho no mo a nye bibia na edisika ye ya adwene ade bi ho a ye so empanimfo no adwene o ma no ho yi a ne ma bi ho betumi atoto e man ka ye ho atoyi edo so no ani yankobasa inu ye ka Belgium asem Belgium we are in Belgium omu ni bibia for Belgium ni natural resources bia but the chrono bibia ekoso so bibia ekoso o man no mu edi entira because o mu panimfo no toto aniema yie bibia da na kwa mu niema bi ho a ekoso Africa utum se ha no hardly se betumi akoso e wo ha wan de o mu nyenipa entinam se ye be ko break aba ye ba ye be frɛ nipa ba ko mienu bi na afi no ye de telephone number no ato na afi no wa pesa obamu no so watumi abamu se bia ha se frɛ betemre no so ye na ya mo so abamu no so abeka do mo so na se mo so abeko do mo so a contribution you know menu ya me go commercial break mra na afi no ya ko break mra na afi no ya pa dwumadi no en me to aso ye do mo so kakra aha ayi ga
Watch Solution Hour every Sunday, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. on Gaspora TV. The man on the seat, Chairman Bonsafu Bewa. Solution Hour, solutions to every problem.
Sawa kwantuom na wakoduru fie na wonya baabi na eya pa me kamfo ni Valve Guest House amount eye Kumase Kwadaso Estate near Christ Apostolic University and Kwadaso Market womo jacuzzi papa bi omo swimming pool a obetimi adwodwo ho ni Valve Guest House se wonya ahoho bi na opa baabi papa nso amomada efo ne light adundum de menwene ho kora omo solar 24/7 a eya adwuma na air condition so etwagu afa kora de ni Valve dia betwam edemu stronko owo pap bi a wo bia na wo wura ho no mo a wo be fili très bien se wo pe DSTV ahwe ni Valve wo projector kese abodan enti wo ni problem kra se wo pe bibia nom ana se wo pe bibia de emutuo de wo woni hu problem kra Reni Valve bo wura ho na bibia wo nsabeka ni Valve Guest House na wura mu a emu afeyie tutromi kai enkoda ba bia se ni Valve na security no so de eye tight me kanfo ni Valve Guest House amount fra wo mo ewo ahomatrofo yi so 0547819823 ana se 0263928191 so share ni mu at Nivavi. You are not just received, but welcome as part of the royal family. Nivavi Guest House. May that do me on.
You alone, I'm on.
Watch Solution Hour every Sunday, 6 p.m.
Tiefo ne ahefo say ya sa babio. Se ne ye ka no say de ba ye esiase aye ka nyina dodo na no kogensi NPP, that is the party in power. Say enema bi ho no mo na expectation no say nya sa na nya no. But bia we don't know. Say bia na ja bibi e wo back door bia they are going to do miracles the next 4 years I ba no say nyame ya wo adum no mu nya power no a ombetumi aye bibia yentie ne yenim. But every MPP communicator I wo Belgium ha no so no de ye ka nyina wotie no so de owo afutu ade be ma ye de tira ye nya rehwemu wo mu enema bia e wo sesesa bia enema bia ye ka ya bia nya sa ne tie ni nyina na ye hunu de no so no obetumi e de ama de wo e ma ye ansa na ya to ayen komodie no so opani what mega
me te on kapa.
Okay, them say wo hunu de akonyina wotie nsem a yaka nyina agu MPP so.
Matini nyina.
Aha, enti no why MPP communicator de na say be hu say say Ghana adwuma bia no why de say to be MPP communicator.
No kre.
Aye de papa san say de ekofo aka no. Aha ne yeni abotirimuka de ekofo aka ne de minue ba ya wo ka nyina no. Aye facts aye nyina aye Ghana for ye hunu de yeko. We don't care medical car, we are not here just to come say you support NDMPP, no, because NDC ba o my he. Say you wo te abruche also what system no no. Besides we should him say one story no one kwa adwuma wo nidi. Yes, Ghana no be story our your politics I was saying any de bia no politician bi we twam to be ma me sempo ana taku ana say me call politicians no akodi susu ana akodi sika better ha ntisa nti ye nyina no ye hweso ma ne be ye na bia ye so kakra e benya ne betim dia ko ne yetim betim dia ye bibi ye so yetimi atra ye krom ti na ye nyina ye wa but emre nti ne men kama no ko achi why communicator no ye ntimi nkeka wa bra ye ma okwan ma so wumba mu na so nka wo so de wunim so ntimi convince ye nti ne wada roma be dia fidie na ma de aka ne nyina no especially the economy na pani e kan ya ne nsam o kan ya wo boso bi no e bi e wo so work e kan no so so emano ma you say with the topic of the first question is Ghana a fair state? Is a fair state or not? Na fe no we no na fe wo de no so am I the first state you know say Ghana na feel na MPP na ama Ghana na feel no it's a fair state as an be catch him for the beginning from the time of independence now obi aba obe na from de na Akufo de na namba ayen wo mu so ba o ma be yo mu from de so mbeto aso so mu nto aso they force down their part it the amount for ya bedru say no do you classify it as a fair state or not opening me jama
the kind me chair with TFO you know me chair also Mr. Bewa Mr. Joel submission was very perfect.
Thank you very much.
Me chair the party chairman in Solomon.
Okay.
There was me chair, me general secretary, ranking member, and I'm side chair, me Antwerp chairman, Mr. Charles. Going back to the topic, you know, is Ghana a failed state? I would say no. Ghana is never a failed state. Ghana is still a functioning state. Obi mo bisa me say di enti na me kasa. Say kasa o might be a failed state your maya if kind want me bo na share so ban. That's no border control. Number 2, there's no sustainable governance. For example, oman for no any akonya omuko ekoto aba. They told me ensa oman no need to me provided the citizens you know with the basic necessities of life. So me can basic necessities of life I'm talking about infrastructure, education, healthcare service, and education. And see a share abako semu and I see a share Ghana, even young Koyechi, from 1992 being the fourth republic. We have realized Ghana is a country, no, yet to me, the polls every 4 years on December 7th. December 7th here, yes, I call Akotwaba. They told me, say, Ka and Tokwa a nationwide conflict. Ghana has not experienced a nationwide conflict since 1992 up to now. So you compare countries, say even Ivory Coast, Burkina Faso. Since 1992, you know man the bar shield. And should be all more. Recently, there was a military junta, which was a coup d'etat in Burkina Faso. Inti say the science normal way in a good senior. You say Ghana is not a failed state. Ghana is rather a functioning state, which is resilient and progressive. In America, sir, because apart from about 2 years to me, your independent judiciary, your fundamental human rights laws, there are so many rights that people exhibit on a daily basis. Ghana is never a failed state. Yes, and it is true. There are economic challenges. If we are seeing na yedin, and yet Ghana and Kwana yedin. Sebi, it's Belgium. Hey, to Pano, Belgium will be a Pano. Pano bore and to say Pano bore any ton last year. Yes, Belgium, Omundia hit. Almost someone of your Pano to say, it's a big book, I say, DNT, and a Belgium Pano so wide, I did. Inti on economic hardship no ana ewiase na ye den no sabi enye Ghana nko anenso no de bia asema MPP aban ene baomi aban a ba ye kan say hardship no challenges no problems no e wo ho nanso ekwan a ye be shift Ghana from the current position to the position of Belgium said de be ya obi topa no china na pa no ne board nkra on feeli a buono ayedino a yenshishia near see the guaquem. A nintina ye catch Ghana for you and say, Obianca Nakuman Tunium, or mining wireding, a yen no crack, and so she share pa a bit movie Ghana forward, and she share a bit making sure say all these exogenous shocks no maybe say Emma exchange rate costro, Emma normal boy a costro. Emma a Juma setup a difficult no. The solutions are with us. So give us the chance and we can put these implementations in place. Mr. Joel, I can send a brain in relation to Ghana being a failed state, for example, corruption. Yes, Ghana, there is corruption in the system. However, the tax per GDP ratio it's like 20%. It's not even more than 20%. Me practice say Ghana krona ye nyina ye timuno. Nipa dodo a bosumi bia mutua tax e wo sika omunya no. Tie yi nipa du gina ho a nipa miensa pe ni tua o. Na Mr. Bewa say uwa abusia na uda abusia no na musika amunya no. Ubetimi dia hwe nipa miensa abra mu ye du a e beye den na wa hwe abusia no. And any Ghana for input to tea, and you can say, okay, then we will increase the borrowings because I buy a government business entity, I buy normal I buy a revenue via the taxes. Now taxes na and one year the share my own. You see, any tax in the and your name says you call it a kububusia. Sabi. So we share the area koi area put na. Who say one thing I Ghana for your way pa a standard of education. And one of the reasons why unemployment is very high in Ghana is the gap between the industries and the academia. The academia is totally different from the industries in Ghana. The schools no projected and graduate students they don't fit into the current labor market in Ghana. It is also a cause of unemployment rate in the country. And how do you legislate or how do you bridge the gap between the academia and the industry to reduce unemployment? These are all implementations. You need to go back to the whole academia, restructure the whole academia in relation to syllables so that you prepare the graduates for the labor market. Brofuni yard also. The mere training and say, and some are Mr. Joel Kaye, difficulties are Ghanaians are going through Minano, and you know, however, Any problem a stress Ghana enconomy Ghana economy emrebebre the kind your free secondary school education system. Yes, there are no inefficiencies, but if you compare Ghana to the other African countries we come from, these things don't exist. When we talk about health insurance scheme, Africa countries, no, you take only some few well-being countries of more health insurance scheme. It gradually as a country, no, you fairly totally. Your students here, like you school them, yes, you share here, you feel and so gradually, no, you see a one say, every community, you it's the idea and the catching Ghana for, especially the youth.
Which one?
Men, Jenny, see, difficulties are a global challenge. I don't want to cause the reason. We bet you the MPP government will promote the development of the country. Okay. Because there are so many problems.
Okay.
At the same time, no, we have so many solutions on the ground. How we make sure we put things in place.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. I'm saying, Wakabi, why a good communicator. I'm saying, before so be free, I'm saying, Mr. Joe, person will be sound some Bakumi Nubi. Nah, yeah,
yeah. Good evening, bro, Richmond.
Good evening, Mr. Joe.
But maybe so. About the economy, no. I'm very happy to make your contribution.
Okay.
But on Ghana's democracy, no side, no. Maybe so. Just a simple question. Now one can explain because Ghanaians have never witnessed that war Ghana before. Why is it that after Akufo-Addo, Salem Mustafa, Brana Champon, they know how democracy is essential for Ghana. Only by Champon crop Watna America da. But yet they can threaten security and speak treasonous actions which can incite violence. We will not hand over power. Why is MPP doing that? Can you explain that to Ghanaians, Bajo?
Mr. Joe, for your question. Say, Obika say we will win election by all means, in quote. It doesn't necessarily portray a violent means of winning election. For example, say even Belgium prior to the national elections, the main agenda behind propagating was we can't live with migrants anymore. However, migrants, and we all know the contribution we contribute by the development of the country Belgium. Into politics, say a phrase be out, for example, we will win all elections at all costs. It doesn't portray, say, Brian means he will use violent means to win elections at all costs. What I would say and what I understand Brian's statement he made was, I will use all the available resources and strategies to make sure I win my election. That is the basic definition I understand from the phrase. However, it will be better to say, oh, Brian say I'll win election by all means and by all costs, and for that reason, we use positive and negative means to win the election, which might as well infiltrate violence. It's a basic understanding to the whole phrase, but at the same time, I will urge Ghanaians and I will urge every individual to actually portray the positivity out of the message than to derive the negativity which will propagate violence, because very difficult. But then at the same time, I wouldn't tell any Ghanaian, and I will tell Ghanaians as well, to propagate the positivities from all the messages coming out and decline all the violence interjections so that we can have a peaceful general election, please.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yo.
Thank you.
That's it.
Martin, that's it.
Yo. We be answer a bit from. Why?
Martin, any problem?
Okay.
Okay, me da Ghana for you now.
Yo, e jo Ghana for you na jo so. Say team for there for send mo hunu na say Richmond and our wakasa no say me kasa one ne LPP communication officer wo Belgium ha. And on so no waka say question sajowa ebisa no so no otimi eyi question na no kama sani ya oka no sani bia ya dwene no eja saa ne bia etie na oka bibi se obi a ne ntiase nti ne bia ye ntiase no na obi so ntiase no e different is possible nti no wa kire mu sani ono so ntiase fa ama ye fi say wow e bia eto aso no e so to etiefo no a mo tie no na mo na mo I mean mo decide na ye hunu de wo se eba ana se mo na mo bu na mo betimi decide ama ye hunu de etie I'm saying obi aba homa no so right my emfa no ne ntie de ono so ma ya sana ya ma Mr. Joel atwa enkomo no so openi e mo akwa aba Gaspora TV na sana baby sa odi ni baby a o ka se free
me ya free me ka se free am to
okay
and better mo program am tete ba so kaka
o so na kasa obi etio
na idea edi kind no but me start myself no Ghana is not a fair state. Ghana is not a fair state and it will never be a fair state. Chief I want to say most starting program no papa na oto ntia no Ghana obo NPP for echi akufo ado echi ni ade but sabi you need kakra Ghana and the person say Ghana I fair state Ghana and no man could hear particularly all of the time.
Oh, say na medical car na.
Yes, the make class access and say. Wouldn't say this for the picture mind. For the picture for mind. It is a America is capone omo no oban you body as well. Yeah, you make to na yeah no. And you find one it's more than 12,000 workers. And yeah, by you a big private and what said you can can never is a city in the country a cost of
economy no
one is a bad person or the from Ghana is Kapuna if Ghana but I say you might be a never Ghana a jewelry it is a main timber company and this is something within that never happened between 5 and 10,000 workers one is buy and for the good segment then we're maybe to say when cheap to Macan. Yeah. No football club when you Macan, one is buy and for the good segment. Okay, here no you brewery. Here one is every club will achieve almost an call Liberia. Now, I was looked at workers. This support any FDN commercial scaffold and is I prepare no I appear make a single soup to miss a year. Thank you for your loss the bell matter. Ghana no, you can't be but say or Maya, once they did 19 good years. Ghana and one of the camp and a man among whom said millions or Ghana, I was going to put the Kugu because Ghana are a risk. Matter corruption as a man, yeah, cano. No person who fight corruption first. That identity card no about me at the Abano. Identity card no any bit in the fight corruption. I will say you also you need police news a crown and or the no fight corruption. The system no media go personal and the fight corruption. For the one example back first, bank managers, only customers be 8 million one. Now the India court on their court loan, and people let you know now yet bad debt. They're really cannot you know. What they are saying, and I'm so and the okay, now the entire identity card system I have bank baby. If you are going to another banker, it shows what is the Europe I say there's a corruption, much more fight corruption. Or we need a media you can go and see too many. But the name say system no area because of this capture they are called Africa. I also say a five national bank use it cannot okay and then it's not pushing them and call. The anti-corruption now, yeah cannot. I just say Europeans on VTR no more or my year. Corruption no yeah the and normally and the fight corruption. That identity card now a dear panel. identical no and never fight corruption. Let's can a new group of Butum and Quabahono, about the Diabaho.
Maybe some
And I be tosu beam so Ghanaians, Nakasankasana, and the Japan say, we are bomb part, bra. When they look at say, be a filling station. Although food and I be a good name on a higher price, I can want them to see. No one trying to ask him, said the doors were yet easy. That's a crap and funnel. Yet they do be a Yana Yaka politicians, and they a giant Yakasan. Yeah, Babu today, I will say we will be look on a map about the blue Kuma. No, the Monton Crata, no tonic, and Koran Crata, no, this cannot happen. Yet it's okay. Because a call a year, it's Yan Cassani to just bring Kutayano and your papa. It is a politicians I can almost be a human being like us. What you say? Then you could it is a castle or mano, a person man year, and you also say you society. Or mania is sure far, Ubi says I got a win at that. No, Piano Bola, no, you could, who are ye, the Soko Kutukua, you did a bought a biachi. Yet you couldn't have, you know, a COVID-19. It affected the whole world. I certainly I kept 1,200,000, but it's deep and the she said, like 2,000 plus, but we won't be saying because we are waiting. And now we'll come and say that's what a person room, because then we got Madame or a person room, and 930, excluding other taxes. If that back up, you go to 930. Now say, well, let's hit in my. We hit when you hit in my internet in my other area. Say about 2,000 pounds can edit Maka. It's in Ghana and Kona Hotel. If you want to use buying it, say, a buying I say Ghana for 1 year pedima. I buy a so not say or a year. Temana, you sorry to say, Temana is Susano. You go school, your Makoya, and your can you copper day near Yeska. Actually, to say a pressure and I won't pay us no, a bit easy. And the gun and Yakona, or Chisa can know that put that parcel, or that could be so or Jerusalem. Yes, all my thing, you blame for the first of my thing. And then a buyer seat swap. Is a so bad 5 years in TV, so my brand, you're 5 years at all. Or back of I got a bubble saying, I know I put 15,000. No, the ability to know the number. I was saying, you can say to be a government because I deal with criminal, and yet, Mother, I don't know, man, or man said we can Omokoye Juma. It's no pressure, Bianca was saying, or the toast, no pressure, no more year through. So, what I say, but Ghana, Yakoba, Uncle Koye, Valerian, so the foul means, and the application. Why do we blame always blame government? Corruption, Apafana or Tonto kind of corruption, or but the idea, and yet the nation, you come and in free Ghana, urban lentis, near the water, 540 twice. And then, the basis are that you air conditioning won't be too quiet. The Ghana has changed. It's in Ghana, no, any Ghana, a manner, a free, no more mentality, any agreement, and also in the and your president, and then I want to say, a politician. It's representing Chelsea. She said, no, the toast is here, Ghana, she don't do a key sicker. But the empire didn't go. Say a coye a year will be teasen a comedy cool, but lay time no ya cotton and tree, and the be fit to sleep and be or tears and a comedy cool. Near Cobo Cat near the now I don't know your bed. It's not a government. It's a young somebody the answer government, and then Casanca Subano, and yet share a back room. So it's a police for any control or Kwanswa, a black man and Arab man, not police for no or yeah, because almost a young in Brazil. Yenam Fanya Fee. It's no young soon blame the government, you know. It's a government Ghana, no, I say is free wallets and I say Ghana. Let me say because a new man now Ghana, you know. The only beton calling in or be cool one thought Ghana, if I know a Ghanaian fuel, not a workers or any fan or more fat. It's unemployment in a CSU, my young for the time and unemployment a year. I don't care whether they vote for Bawia or they vote for former President Mama. Because former President Mama, I'm a boy, you be born, you have to table. Say port, what all port, no. Ports now are told the same person so any campaign say and no boy and no boy didn't know. Not just ordinary chance because obey or what port obey on dinner that he has a port on toy. On dinner that he has a port on 20 Ghana. Yeah, you will be a Omania, Yentin Yanaka, you find Yabi, I did the crowd, Nigeria. no mo kra e mo ni ade ade no o de embargo ato adonse
esa mo time mo de ka obi o kasa
so Nigeria also be complain say e mo why
esa mo time
if you ade bi o ha yen nya so ye ka ho bi ene ye ntino ye ka ho we have to blame the government and blame ourselves also
okay
maybe sana
but me was me di me contribution ka kra me won be but me so me di e bi ni ka di aju me say the problem I know is not from MPP until now be anga say MPP for and I corruption here
okay
soldier for so mo ko check e or the say galam say na soldier for no kwa no ma go din ko fuska no de ku for don MPP if I go to galam say or check e illegal mining it ni yan kasa o mine kasa ni yi pa bole for it is not also
Mate me dase you know so no me misa wasem aha ohun se na ye wo kan ya ba krum ha yi saa na yesu yeti o ye free Ghana ene ye de ye suban ne ye de free Ghana ne ye de bae ento ye ba krum ha no eja hihye ye pa ampanifo na hihye enti no umpe ubedi mraso why ni mraso are you penalize for that enti amahye no ya fitimia akọ system no ma system no ne ya fa enti what we have the reason why you blame your ampanifo say so to create a system Emma system no dey ye adwuma emma niema etoyi say corruption say na e wo kan of course enya Akufo-Addo ne beba ba yes ade no enya Akufo-Addo ne bekwa ko stop galamsey saa na abrochiri hanso so no so wuntua odaka ana say okoye bibia prime minister nyo no na eba be ka say yesi ana yesi but one ka say the system na wura mu no am wo hunu say bosome so a Ghana had last time kan ha say Belgium ha 1 year ni government. But Obia Jumanya Nisikama Bibia because the system was working, institutions are working. This is what we want in our country. So, and yes, you blame leadership, and as you blame Abaya, the reason I blame Abaya, no. We say we be our power by the Biano or Tip Ghana on winning the problems I have from winning the tier 2 banners will be much changer. Now we are expecting those changes. So, Amaniama institutions are Juma, Obama by San Obekai, Obama Becatcher say, Yenya strong institutions. Yen beti mi aboy so
chairman
and you know
strong institution strong institution okay
meba edure abza obi abaso ti ma me fa ni pakro na right yo
right
opening good evening sir odi ni baby o kasa free you froze Johnson okay
Papa na obeka na sia. Just say, be from no one more running in your phone call. Was say, or a Ubia book company, a ham in port, yes. Port, and your mamma, kind of mire. Before a decant mire. Before, and a decant mire, and now, mamma buy or bed standing. Now, you can't corruption, and I'm kind of this never corruption on my PDS crap where I say 51 million would your time and kind of way. 51 million dollars. I is what I have. Black agents that would have been one. And I can say, I will be what you can one hand big pen.
Matuase Mr. Johnson, I would say Yedikan and Bidikaka say when Ghana is a first state, it's not necessary say a MPP are buying and a NDC are buying because since independence now no a pennyful idea and about pennyful idea and minimum payment no you can in Abomua Ghana no is the state the country we are failing and I say failing you know no, what feeling. David Jason. In short, no matter the penny in our field, any idea be do baby a dream. Sana, when you say it's filled up. Mati, yeah, away, Medasi. Mati Jason, Medasi. Aye. Yedim na mate to the ebesa mate ebesa about why mate Mate. Yeah, NDC. Mr. Free, about I'm saying. Mr. Free was so out here, you know, question of person will be son. I'm saying, Mr. Joe, a person will be Mr. Free, baby, him say. Mr. Free, Uti,
Mr. Free, good evening.
What Casa?
Pacho, Mpedem bisa sam kakra, esinde Ghana card na ba omewayen. Ono na obotum wa solve corruption problem wa Ghana. Pacho Ghana card mpedem bisa the Ghana card no. In China wa na Belgian government ohun money laundering na oklosi bank account wa hano. Na Ghana card no don't want to wanche money laundering wa hana Ghana Belgian government ohun ya sana oklosi Ghana commission Ghana embassy ni account wa ha. That's number 1. Number 2, Bewumiana Cassess na wa Ghana card na odubachi obo corruption no. Ghana card na Bewumiana Cassess na collaborate with the governor of Bank of Ghana, Ernest Anderson, without parliament approval. We printed money 3 times. That also caused the downfall of the economy. Every fragile economy no bisebiara, as soon as more money enters into the market, it collapses it. The same thing our year, we printing money 3 times without the approval of parliament. Until the media Baumeyen, if it a Ghana card no often corruption for Ghanaians, but only the mama border. I don't get it. Another thing, Bank of Ghana will lose 60 billion Ghana cedis. Them being a Ghana card. Why that Ghana card want to prevent that? You know something? Let me tell you. Problem over Ghana no. That problem is with so many people in Europe. People find it so hard to accept mistakes into corrections and bad. This is our problem. If we can be able to identify our problems, we won't talk about others. Mahama is corrupt, but that doesn't mean that MPP also has to be corrupt. We should think of the welfare of our country to build it. It's only there NPP is here because Mahama was here. Only the Akufo-Addo here because Mahama was here. Only the Bawumia here. But whatever Akufo-Addo told Ghanaians he was coming to do, he came to do it worse. Do you want me to clap for MPP? So, you see, we have to address the mistakes so that they don't repeat it, because as American, this is what many people are doing, and the government don't see the mistake that he has done for it to make any tangible correction. The matter
okay. I'm saying, free at home. Come say, obefree abaso. I'm saying, just okay. Mr. Free. Uti, okay. I'm saying, what you open in the car? I'm saying, I do more. You know, I'm bibi o chikaka. So about to free, you know what? Eh?
I hold a meeting because we did the some catching the children of South Africa.
Okay. And you tell your car, and
Tidia, all cannot, there were many phones.
Oh, okay. As you said, yes, you said, are you okay? Aye. And you know what, baby, card your car, and what you do, okay?
Man, Shadanti, once I make I say, number 1, I need to know, man, Shadanti question.
I'm off at
okay. Okay, and no problem. Today, I'm saying, actually, you best after when I had in common, you to be a bit me album. Why, I'm saying, open it so. Hello. Open it with any baby, I'll get free.
Yo, what, yeah. Mr. Vertical, like I say.
Mr. Vertical from France.
From France.
Okay. Akwaba, net say.
Yo, that's
good.
Vertical.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Vertical.
Ghana na ya diagonal.
Ah, okay. It's an union. Yet you.
And you ever say, yes, so you did dream about Kakra. What do you tell me? And a chair for the church for you.
A chair for you, sir.
The Basua, I'm say, Massam Kakra, be no one, some Casa, one, I'm a Casa, quite Kakra.
Cross a level question, but point my said you will be with me a boom, and you probably not to know. Yeah.
I don't my time. 5 minutes. Kevin Taylor.
Okay.
NDC4 and I remember Kabima
MPP.
MPP4.
Yes, and
now, maybe the answer. Me pasa me try aje kakra bi anaso me de ma dwi ba na me twe Ghana for ye nyina ya dwi sisa atemiso ye ka corruption bribery and corruption o man Ghana mu no ache sa de na ba o man
na be normal
o just here aye ba normal part of our life
our system no be normal
yeah. Now the only subject for corruption completely from the country. Now that's for that you know some will be on for that game and mommy na yentie yehu kwankra be faso. No, my doing is that. Number one. So what's that? Yeah, Minister of Education. Minister of Education, you know, one added to the what do you call it? The subjects are you teaching, you train or schools. You train schools.
Anti-corruption.
Enter to books about the impact of corruption. Corruption, impacts of corruption, the side effects of corruption, and now bribery and corruption. Corruption, say now. Number three, musicians in charge there and for corruption and to know corruption and money one form storage, no one for records. Radio so TV so and the kai mu tremwa basisi ni e bo bas who frequency concline next so corruption and who transfer the my o man no e hu ton o man no asaye no na ye bo ni ye ti say the be elections and as you be changing now you be changing from left again to right and if one
la makase ya mo ho dawuro ni ade say na work and it's true na
I feel I'm the subject but before very important
any important no kona entem na yemre no nipa Mr. Vertical sure Mama can't say me Joe as some Kenya me Judy but I'm telling you I have to tell you the truth I don't solve a problem corruption Ghana there. They should set a good example to put somebody behind bars for 15 or 20 years. Ghana one daily baby as a obi corruption about no that's a jano kwa so onko ene ade a ebe de na to me also a problem no okay the point I'm there, but part maybe not so near. And Kona almost school, almost started dentistry. Yema teachers, dentistry. Yemfa and 13 years sensitizing in Kolankitin Kitty. In Kolankitin Kitty, almost start class 1, but whom you know, I'm because the subject. Almost the subject. I can't subjects no one. Secondary schools.
na yen kwala no hye from kwada abrem efan ko secondary school efan university yen fan sensitizing and cricket wo which I say na inform part of them because I quite remember them na kwame kuma was what young pioneer no maybe ko young pioneer da because young pioneer udu fie kwa na abusuafo no omusuru maame no papa mu din kobokura na o me yedai no omusuru so wa hwa wotia ye wodo ombeko bako bo mu charge and this corruption idea no any subject and the starting kolan ketwa school elementary school so ni kroni ba e man kolan no e ko wo ma adwinum e ko wo ma komamu e ko ma adwinum sorry any kroni ba omo no enu tam omo no enyini no ya omo ba ba take over no aba administrative one ni kroni ba ni ade no sometimes we are sensitized wo which I say I am used to that na no na a free omanum kakra because they said corruption is here no enye asem ketwa e wo omanum enye asem ketwa kra because me brother pani am din achi wo diatic quiet wo diatic wo ba je bo je won cry ya ko diatic no me my example think no oba ba ya na fa me kofie me wotema omu pa me brother yi eji akoni aba fra koma dan no oba tema no fra koma dan me tisi obi kwa so fra koma dan obi oba so anu o se petrol gas ya ba o so fra oda se me brother eji akoni aba in Christ no pesika 30 million of the man no omo man just 20 million but omo man san in krata 30 million money and craft to the Bushel demand also as the capital as 30 million cities. Whereas they gave him only 20 million. Now, me brother, my auntie, and Tama, when you check and
coming back to the topic, coming back to the topic, do you consider it as Ghana as a failed state or not?
And I make say at this very moment in there. Omano Omaya to say you come once more edin you come Ghana asemwa asembia Ghana omai me amoni in fact enye easy for me omano mentality dey omo no enye kra
do you consider a question na bunyima no do you consider Ghana as at now as a failed state or not?
Oh, well, you failed your so many years back.
Thank you. I don't know.
You failed your so many years back.
Okay, yeah, I see.
You failed a long time. And Ghana is city resources.
Yes.
And can state
you were also a woman, exactly.
Yes. Can I be to be a team crying?
Yeah, but that's a part.
And can you not cry? You're dinner for butcher. I got now.
Sir. You're penny for now, Philly. That's it. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, sensitized. And Colano, I was school.
Yeah, there be a Marafu because Ghana no, a baby in a generation. A generation to come, yes. Until then, now I start here. I will come once, yes. Until it is us, and I said, yeah, boy. And that's how they are the idea. We are joking.
Yeah, we are joking.
But I was here for me.
A woman for no motor and got time for corruption, so only called Banya Diadi. Now you find sensitizing your manner or your in the future.
Okay.
I say 20 years time, no.
That is any master. That time near Uko. That's it. That's it. Mr. Vertica, that's it. Ghana by Vertica. That's it. Ghana and Agona. Come back to Vertica. My last comment enough, you know. Your friend, you know, so the amount for us can be fine. In a bonnet out of my
many on my witty, and Poncho. As some cacam padam carrying there. Mempede bia bakade ibiana Mahama.
Ipacho, hold on, kakra. Opani,
hello.
I was about program no so.
Now, I mean, what am I trying to what is this? Let's start with me.
Hey, Ade, Maza, na Pacho Kasa. My flower, what is my flower? Telephone says, I know I'm busy. It's really a coso. Coso can say a town no ya binti no.
Pacho Kasa.
Ah, Tikasa. Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Yes, Kasa. A town no ya binti Kasa, me uncle.
Okay. We my partisan, can say. Joel, Michelle, I don't know, say if he even ever remembers me.
Now, picture that's will be a car on Akasa. Your town, no coso.
Obiano Pedoke Bibi.
Fine. It's more than 30 years. I've never had any relinquish with that person.
But you've never changed. You've never changed. You are still there.
There's a point you want to make.
No.
Yeah, I'll be glad to know.
In brief. Okay. I'm not going to hold you on.
Thank you.
But your friend is saying, I think I'm a little bit set up a bit. From the topic, I put it for discussion concerning is Ghana a failed state.
Yes.
I wish I could have come on earlier a bit.
Yes.
I think that they are coming to me about yet to me I receive
yes.
I debate directly into the topic. Because if you define what a failed state is, what is the failed state? If you go back even to the Oxford Dictionary, a failed state, is defined as a state in which one or more of the fundamental conditions of sovereign government is absent. And examples of failed states, Somalia, Liberia during the Civil War, Congo, all those states now. The institutions not any Juma, not any kind of banana states.
Banana Republic.
Nothing worse. These are what I think per the prescription of the topic as a failed state. This is those are the failed states that has come to pass, and I said that do exist. But I think that all the discussion I've had is just evaluation of the performances of our past and present government is what we're doing. Everything is centered on corruption. How did the governments manage our resources? How did they manage Ghana? Based on the resources that has come our way. Because there's no definition of success. Because a success, there's no definition to it. You succeed per what you have. Yes, your resources you want. And no, and on the better your developmental progress in the idea. Now, I say, second, so I'm back. You're failure now.
I'm failure.
And the topic, say, is Ghana a failed state? I think say any relevance to the discussions now. To me, that is my point of view. Because of say corruption, Ghana is still a whole. Corruption all the institutions are there. My example back can say Belgium had no government for a whole year. But within 1 year, everything worked. Why? Because the institutions were working.
Exactly.
The institutions were there. They were holding everything together. But here in Ghana, the institutions seems to be working with all the corrupt nature now we are describing it. But they are still holding on. We are still one people as a nation. So you can't say who was now that there's other countries that make Kenya that upon all our outrances that in Ghana we've never experienced it. So which means the institutions are working. But the corrupt nature and the intimate the fruits of the resources that would have taken us comparing to the other countries with the same resources that have attained certain heights more than us. That is the comparison. That is where we have to say on those aspects, then we have failed. Our governments have failed us.
But in broad daylight, say, is Ghana a failed country there? To me and to the ordinary person's interpretation of the English language, now compare Somalia and other countries, but we have never been there and we are not there. So to me, I wouldn't say Ghana is a failed country, but we have had failed governments which have failed its people to be where we are now. Thank you. The meeting I catch you the topic.
Mr. Patterson,
we have to live in the context of the topic we are discussing about.
I'm really happy about your contribution over your definition or your opinion about failed state. But you said something which it is true about corruption. But do you know that in other terms, we have so many dictionaries that can give several definitions? Okay, economy can also make a country a failed state. And why is it that economy can make a country a failed state? That is if the economy can support the country and everyone is suffering and everything has gone down. So we can still put it in that category. Just as you said, corruption is the main problem, but we are now experiencing a failed state due to the fall of the economy, which can sustain the population of the population or the work employment force. That's also my opinion.
But maybe I may disagree, the mismanagement of the economy does not necessarily by itself make sense a failed state. In the sense that the resources are there, but they have been misappropriated. That is the problem. The difference between that. Because if you are saying, which means that maybe nobody actually said the economy has contributed to the failure, and then they say the economic sector might not even exist. The institution, like the financing aspect of the economy, is completely collapsed. Nobody makes the decision. Nobody is above the country's out and ins to make the right judgment to adjust the ongoing of the government. And look, take Liberia for example. The diamond gold near the they were not getting to the right channels. The chanters were there, they were looting the coffers of the country, and everybody is a survival for the fittest. In that sense, there is no coordination. Even though the country could be rich, the country can rely on its resources to develop the country. So it becomes completely failed. But our institutions are working. They say Ministry of Finance, any budget, they would send it to the government, to the parliament. The parliament, through whatever means, they will approve of it, which is okay. It tells you, say, the institutions are working. But it's the misappropriation of these finances which is collapsing us. So it becomes rather the misappropriation of our own leaders. What I say. So it is our corrective nature, the way we have made mandatory of the way we use our resources. And no nama yabedru the yabedru. But Felidia, if you say America say generation it's not my generation. Because Obibeka said the mindset of the people, the person who was talking about your friend saying Nkrumah person sees your friend, the young pioneer. The young pioneer, that was the mindset. You developed the Bible bracket. Was all the Akodasi training or on petting freeze and so. But the point in this, the current generation, the mindset has been corrupted. I don't know where and how it started. The next topic, Chairman Obechimiafa, who is to blame for the low moral fabric of our youth today? And not my topic to answer the questions now. First, who is to blame for the low moral fabric of the youth today? Yeah, I'm a corruption. The same people now, it's a purely mismanagement Also, you know, we were not to debate on the political lines.
Yes.
But the nature of the discussion, you can't run away from it.
Yeah.
Because nothing in the system is working due to our mismanagement by our own, which has not necessarily failed, I would say, the country. Look at a country like Haiti. It became a country like the jungle. Yeah. These are the countries called the banana state. Nobody controls the finances. Nobody controls it. Wow, gold mines are gold in the open water. Roll the secret. So there was a time they said that roll the helicopter. Gold free. Very good. In the junta period, no, they are back. There's no coordination. When they coordinate it, or they buy, institution, and they trust it. No, she said, who is a scanner? It was not there. So those are the things that happens to a country that collapses the country. Nothing works. No institution works. But yeah, situation, me defending Obiao. But I'm just trying to be objective. Now you're going to first say next time Ghana you'll be when we are educating them, you know exactly where the problem lies. I'm a partisan. You're more cunning now. I'm no way running away from them. But I can't person me GC one is me G man is Ghana is a whole. It is still there. We can do better. So we need to advocate for the youth coming up to run away from the current deeds of the Mpanifua have and then try to do better and do well. And we can be more than, and then you compare it to Malaysia, Indonesia, to all those countries. Why would we go to that extent when we were even better than during the time of before independence? Which means that it comes to the same thing. So it's completely mismanagement.
Yes.
And when we want to talk about the failed state and the mismanagement of governments to the people of the country, there are two distinguished things altogether. The country is a whole. It is still standing on its feet. It's still called Ghana. But mismanagement, misappropriation of our resources is killing us. It's making us look like the failed state, as we say.
That's
but
correct.
We are still on our feet.
Thank you.
Mr. Joel, I do understand what that is your cut scheme. I agree with that.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Yes,
I'm saying, I'm running to know. That's also the SC summary. My chief for I'm saying Mr. Patterson Bell come from UK and also no, or they also know the contribution. So I buy no. Send a yakan next week. Yameya Dumoa. Who do you want to vote for? Any topic I be treating next week at the same time. Who do you want to vote for? And I'll watch there. Why do you want to vote for that particular party or that particular candidate? You know, because you know you're more of, let's say, communication, and I say moreover, let's say, now also so they pay vote or candidate and answer or party. You know, I'm saying you better to and suffer the communicators for both, especially MPP and DC communicators will be part of this program. And then the others like Alan Cash and so you be no so no na musini ni anya sheda so na musini then na yaka yaka the intra yen to ma sheda the intra also to ma la the intra to ma MPP to ma to ma NDC. And that's because because you know we are in your program be and san election do until the next week and you be and free holiday and the next topic will be after the elections. Njeda mo nyina mo ase mo amotime participate from France say also contribution with by Mr. Patterson Mr. Free will be out in Kasa Ibia no say especially Mr. Joel Savage to also send that here studio and every program no but you be call I'm 2 minutes now what they are running up ya kan nyina no na fe no ya do no akwa
madam ohona wote programming baby o bia mezinda se mezimo nyina asampe ampeda mekan de e wo de ye o de yehu de Africa ewa ye wonyama enyama ye won e wo popo wonyi bi enti mama yen kan de oh because Africa they Inyame bia utum happen because it's African to yeah accepting them. Sometimes we should criticize it. Yeah, speak about it because yeah damusa. Also bohu there. Inyame one or there we utilize in ye. Inyebe you will go BBA over to Wise hospitals. Ne BBA ne you gonna ba Europe hospital. You gonna America hospital. You will seek out able to me die. It's your man, you fight against corruption by not supporting any political party. We should speak against it. Not only your man, but then that's more.
I said that's it. That's Mr. Joel. I'm saying, I don't know how I may have next week at the same time, the same hour. No, the best our Gospel TV. I may have you be a rassy. I mean, call BB home to say, you be here. I may have next week. Now, I vote for Gaspora election. Election day, you be vote. Election day, no somebody can say a better life coverage. Oh, Gaspora TV. If you do one more now, what subscriber now so no. But the way you have to Gaspora TV, then also no. To me, I know Eddie Jumano. It will be a rassy. Mr. Kwashi, we also know him say, and to me, I redo comments, but I hear you kind him say, then I aware. And you were sorry. Say to me and do comment no, but next time, thank you. You are welcome to the program. Say with me follow here. I mean call BBA Madam Masi. I'm about it next week.
Watch Solution Hour every Sunday, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. on Gaspora TV. The man on the seat, Chairman Bonsafu Bewa. Solution Hour, solutions to every problem.
Sawa kontuom na wakodru fie na wunya baabi na eya pa me kamfo ni Valve Guest House amount eye Kumase Kwada so estate near Christ Apostolic University and Kwada so market womo jacuzzi papa bi omo swimming pool a obetimi adodwo ho ni Valve Guest House se wonya ahoho bi na opa baabi papa so amomada efa ne light adundum de menwene ho kora omo solar 24/7 a eya adwuma na air condition so etwagu afi kora de ni Valve dia betwam edemu stronko owo pap bi a wo bia na wo wura ho no a wo be fili trebie se wo pe DSTV ahwe ni Valve wo projector kese abodam enti wo ni problem kra se wo pe bibia nom ana se wo pe bibia de emutuo de wo ni hu problem kra rani Valve bo wura ho na bibia wo nsabeka ni Valve Guest House na wura mu a emu afeyie tutromi kai enkoda ba bia se ni Valve na security ne so de eye tight me kanfo ni Valve Guest House amount Frawomo ewo ahomatrofo iso 0547819823 anase 0263928191 so wo amononia na wo de Ghana code na ahye ni mu at Nivavi. You are not just received but welcome as part of the royal family. Nivavi Guest House. May that do me.
You had